How long can you run a filter on a USB battery backup before the battery dies? Let's find out. Alright guys, so what I'm using here, this is a battery bank called a power bank. This is what I bought at work. This is a Matco tool truck brand. They sell these all over Amazon, eBay, and the capacity right there is 5,200 milliamp hours. So what I'm going to do is, and this thing should be fully charged, 4 lights. I'm going to run a USB air pump powering a box filter on my 55. So this is pretty deep water, and we're going to see how long this power bank will run this box filter. So let me get this thing set up for you guys, and we'll start the timer. Here's the back of the 55. So there's 2 box filters, and they both run off a single USB air pump. And we're basically just going to keep this how it's set up. Instead of having this plugged into a power strip, we're going to plug it into this battery bank. Alright guys, so here's the battery bank, and this is a small one. This is supposed to charge like a cell phone, just 1 to 3 times depending on how big your phone is, and that's all this is designed to do. It's not really designed to be a long continuous supply, which is what I'm going to use it for. But we're going to go ahead and plug this thing in. Maybe I'm trying to do this one-handed. And we got bubbles. So we're going to start the timer right now and see how long this thing lasts. Alright, the timer's running. And honestly, I don't know if I'm happy that this thing is going to die quickly or not. If it dies quickly, I get to go to bed soon. If not, which is good, you want this thing to last a long time, I might be up late tonight, so we'll see. Alright guys, we're coming up on 2 hours. And it still says we're on 4 bars. So I'm guessing that's above 75% battery. The lights in the tank have gone out for the night, but it's still going. At this rate, I think I'll probably end up going to bed and checking on it in the morning. Alright, so I messed up, guys. So I started this test with this and the battery, and I decided to let it go overnight because it was going like 2 hours strong, no signs of slowing down, and right now it's got 3 bars out of 4, and I actually had to reset it. So I had to recharge it because I basically fell asleep. I was going to check in the morning to see where it was at, and I forgot, and then another like day elapsed and it was dead. So I didn't know how long, or at least about how long it lasted. But here's where I'm at right now. After doing a full recharge and restarting the timer, it's showing 3 dots out of 4, and we are at, wait a minute, let me flip you around. 7 hours and 43 minutes. So I know when this thing was well into the next day, it was dead. Right now, so you don't want to like extrapolate out that, you know, we've only used 1 bar, which would be 25% in 7 to 8 hours, times that by 4. That's not really how these lithium ion batteries work. Typically, they're supposed to be able to hold their voltage the longest before depleting, but really, they definitely trail off towards the end. So I'm guessing, if I'm guessing right now, I'm gonna go with 16 hours. I'm guessing, even though we're 3/4 of the way on this battery charged, I'm guessing we're really probably halfway through it. I'm guessing 16 hours, but we'll see once this thing finally stops working. But it's still going strong, and for going on 8 hours now, that's a decent backup if you were to lose power. But we're going to follow this one all the way till the end. Still going strong at 11 hours. It says it's got 2 bars, but it's been on 2 bars for quite a while now. So we'll see where we end up at. Alright guys, so the USB battery backup has finally died. And I don't know if you guys can read this. It's backwards on my screen, but it is 16 hours. So I got some bedhead going on here. 16 hours, 46 minutes, 54 seconds. And that is... Actually, let me just re-emphasize the specs on this guy. Alright, so these specs, once again, 5200 milliamp hour battery bank with an output of 1 amp. And this was plenty strong enough to run the USB Nano air pump, and it did it for almost 17 hours. And I actually messed this test up. I ran the test, I put the timer on, and then I forgot about it, and then it was dead, and the timer was running for like 3 days. So this is actually like 2 weeks worth of testing to be able to get a legit answer to this, mainly because I wasn't sure how long it would last, and I had to time it just right to be here when it died, and luckily it died this morning. I'll run the test again just to make sure, but we're looking at between 16 and 17 hours based off of this little battery bank. And like I said, if you had a bigger one, you could run more pumps or run this for longer. But almost 17 hours is something really small. You know, power here doesn't go out for days at a time. I'm in a major city. The longest I've had in this house, the power be out, was 5 hours. So 16 hours of runtime for me is enough. Granted, I have a lot of tanks, so maybe having some extra battery banks wouldn't be a bad idea. But if I had power go out, I would just hot potato this tank to tank, let it run for 20 minutes or something like that, and put oxygen in the tanks, and power should be back up. But there is different options you can use. You can use a bigger battery bank. You can use a car battery with a power inverter, and you can run all sorts of accessories off of that. Or even the battery powered pumps. Anyways, guys, that's it. I just want to show you a real test on backing up some oxygen to your tank. Hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. Click the like button if you want. Not a huge deal. The subscribes help me a lot. But I really do appreciate you guys watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.